So let's jump into Game Maker here.
Crashing through the gates, you are the newest.
What is this song? Nope. Much better. Alright. So again, if you have Game Maker installed, probably best to start with the drag and drop. In some of our projects I have used Game Maker language, but I still don't quite have the grasp on it that I need to do things from scratch, like some of these guys you see in just banging out C++ and C#. Not quite there yet, not by a long shot. I'm just creating my project directories here. Okay. So the main thing to keep in mind is most of your action in games in Game Maker Studio is going to happen within what's known as a room. So we can just go ahead and just get a room going. Tetris is pretty straightforward, so we're not going to have to be jumping around too much. Hey! Now I want to make sure I'm saying your name right. Is it Cian Lan? Like with a nasal vowel? I speak French, so I see that AIN and it makes me want to pronounce it that way. So let's get our room pulled up. Just double clicked on it there. With the way that Tetris runs, I've been running a lot of my games at a different speed. Probably, I don't know. I'll leave the speed as is for now, but might want to make it run a little bit quicker. Cool. Where are you from? Are you in Europe or Belgium? I can't remember if they mentioned that earlier today. Okay. So I guess the most important thing in Tetris is having some walls. Yeah. Okay. So one key thing to keep in mind is a sprite is what you're seeing, and an object is what the software is actually acting upon. So, for instance, if I were to just make sprite wall here, it wouldn't do anything other than look like a wall. So that's why it's important to actually have a wall. So we have object wall there. Don't really need to do a sprite yet. Just trying to think it through. I don't want to. It's really easy to go down the wrong road when you're doing these. I mean, I guess you wouldn't really call it the wrong road, but it's it's easy to start doing a lot of redundant work. So it's better to sharpen your axe before you start swinging it. Amsterdam, cool. I have not been in Amsterdam in almost 10 years. I was there for my 21st birthday, way back in the day. So something I'm going to try to implement correctly tonight, which I haven't been using in other games because, quite frankly, I wasn't sure what to do. Is use the parent-child functionality. So we can just make this like, and I'll make it solid. With the goal being, this is going to represent something that no block can go through as the parent object, and then underneath that, any individual instance will feed off of that. So let's see. So once we have that created, you can say that its parent is that. Okay. Okay. So at this point, I'm trying to think of the best way to do it, because we want a little sprite, which is just what it looks like. Say sprite wall. Let's see, what would be the best way to do this? I guess we could just draw a, we could probably just draw a square. I don't think that would be that big of a deal. Question is, how big do I want to make it? How big do I want to make it? Let's see, if our room was what, 1024 room? Who knows, let's just go for it. We'll just make a room. We'll just make a wall. Why not? That's a pretty wall. You can put some effects on it. Why not? Happy little blocks, my friends. Alright, so then we'll go and assign this. Let's see, so do I want to, I think I want to put it on the parent. I guess I can go ahead and put that on both, that's fine. Alright, let's go into our room. Anytime I do these games, I always want to make it more like the old school resolution. I just think it really captures that whole regular Nintendo. Well, we called it regular Nintendo. I don't know what you guys called it, but gotta look up that damn resolution. It's like, it's 640 by 480, I think. Sounds right. Yeah. Let me fix this damn camera. I did my settings during the day when the sun was still shining through my big windows, and as the sun goes down, it starts to turn me into a vampire or something. Jesus, that's not much better. That'll have to do. That will have to do for now. Oh man. Screw it. I'll just be a vampire and make games. That's sort of the theme anyway, right? Oops. Oh, made a 0. Alright, so a little 640 by 480 room. Oh yeah, and anytime you're dragging an object, you gotta make sure that you don't have background checked. It has to be under either the instance layer or I think there's some other layers that you can use, but those are expert mode for me for now, so I don't really mess with those. Alright. I think there's a tool that lets you, yeah, if you hold Alt when you do this, yeah. It keeps putting a space. And the reason it's doing that is because I didn't extend my sprite all the way down to the bottom. So I'll just do that real quick. And a cool thing you can do is you can just copy whatever it is you want, and once you copy it, it creates a brush of whatever you copied. So I think that's pretty cool. Alright, so let's go back to the room, and I'm just holding Alt. But you know, there's an argument for, this is game dev in a nutshell, just making it one square. So if I just make it one square big, then it'll snap in a lot easier. That's something I should start doing. So it looks like this is 30, 30? Okay. So since that's 30, 30, let's go into the sprite, and we're going to, yeah, I'll just go ahead and make this 30. And this way, as long as this is filled in, I'll have a nifty little wall. I'm just clicking around here until this wall makes me happy. I'm gonna be making a lot of them, so you know. That'll do. Alright. So we'll go back. You can see now how these are shaping up. Let me go ahead and delete these though. So let's make sure that this snaps the way I want it to. We'll see. Oop. I'm dragging my mouse too fast, I think. Or it's trying to select them? I don't know. It was perfectly happy with me dragging it straight down, but who knows? That's really strange. There must be something I've got selected up here. Hard to say. That's so funny. That's fine, game. I'll just click one at a time. And you can tell that this isn't by any means a full screen Tetris, not at all. But that's not the goal. The goal is just to sit down and try to make a game. It's really fun to be able to do this kind of stuff.
Got a little Swedish there.
Okay. What would be the best thing to do next? So, probably the thing to do next is... I guess I don't even need these at the top. What am I thinking? This ties into what I was about to mention. These things at the top, you gotta have the blocks drop in here. Block dropper, that's the scientific name of it. Okay, so if we have that, guess we can go ahead and drop it in the room. I don't know if it really matters where it goes, but I'll just put it in here. One good thing to do to help you with testing is for one of your objects like this that isn't a repeated instance, you want to put a debug key in. So if you're trying to test it, you can just hit, for example, escape, and it'll just let you restart the game.
It's delicious.
Some people do end. It'll just let you straight up end the game, but I prefer to just let it restart. Restart room. Alright. And I guess you could do restart game, but where we're just working in one room, like so you have restart room or restart game. For testing, it's probably better just to make it restart the room, because I like to go and make little title screens as well. Just makes me feel like I'm making a real game. Okay. So now, how am I going to make blocks appear out of nowhere? Well, we know when you don't know what to do, sometimes you just have to start putting things on the canvas and see what happens. So we know we're going to need a shape. Okay. And we know that we're going to want to create this. So it's probably really important here to not have blocks just constantly drop. Well, delay of 30. And that's pretty quick. I mean, you shouldn't look at that as 30 seconds. That actually translates to 30 frames. So however fast our game room is running. So if we look at our game room, looks like it's running at 15. So I'm gonna go ahead and move this up to 30. I don't think that's gonna break anything. They might have this lock on here for a reason. Try to protect the game from people who know just enough to be dangerous, like me. Alright, I'm gonna do that. So let's think about this. Delay of 30 steps of game time. Okay. So when I say step, you can just think of it like for every second there is a set number of steps of instructions. It's kind of like when you're watching something in 60 FPS. There's 60 steps happening. So you can say these steps we want it to create our Tetris shape. Sorry guys, I'm not going crazy. I live in the South and there's all kinds of bugs coming out this time of year. Let's see, do I want to use create? I guess I do. That's okay, yeah. Object, Tetris shape. And what I'm going to do is, well, do I want it to be relative? I'm trying to remember if in the real Tetris, I don't think they always fall from the same part of the room. That's okay. If they fall from the same part of the room for now, that's probably easier. But what I am going to do is, since my little controller is here, I'm going to try to have it positioned more towards the middle of the room. And when you check the relative boxes here, it's going to create this instance relative to where my little controller here is. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. So there. Should just make, for whoever's watching, I always like to do this when people are watching, put your names on some of the shapes as they fall. Just let me know which one you want. Like if you want the long piece, the square, whichever you want, I'll put your name on it. Immortalize it for eternity. So we only want one to fall at a time. And when I say one, it means we only want one instance of the shape to fall at a time. I don't know if there's get instance count. I might need this. I know I'll need an if. And one thing to keep in mind when you're doing drag and drop in Game Maker Studio is when you first drag this out, even if it looks like these are connected at a glance, they're not actually connected. You have to drag it literally over on that side. You can see how it turns purple. I guess it's kind of periwinkle. I always like that word. And then it gets, it gives us that old Unreal Engine 4 feel. We can really, I always call that game Cable Management Simulator. That's what it looks like to me. The guys who do it right, anyway. So we can say just trying to think of the best way to do this. If instance exists, that seems like a pretty good choice. That could work. I can say if instance exists, or basically if it doesn't exist. If Tetris shape doesn't exist. I don't know who just followed me, but thank you. I missed it. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, whenever you follow, you start off with 1,000 whatever the hell points. I don't know. Do with them as you please, but for now I've challenged you to a duel for 100 points. May the best man win. Okay. So now I need to do something with the tester shapes themselves. And for this one, I'll probably have to use a similar functionality that I used in a duck hunt demo I was working on. And in Game Maker Studio, this is called an alarm event. And it's kind of counterintuitive at first. But if you just think of it like it's you telling the game, hey, I want this to wake up at a certain time. And all you're doing is setting the clock, and then the action will happen when your alarm rings. I'm still new though. I'm trying to make sure I understand it on more than a superficial level. So let's see, for the alarm. The way alarms work is you see this list of alarms 0 through 11. These aren't global, these are tied to each object. So each object can have almost a dozen different alarms, but I don't anticipate I'll need more than 1 or 2 for any of the games I plan to do for the foreseeable future. But try to see if I can make this comprehensible. Because I think if I can explain it to you guys, then that demonstrates that I actually have some grasp of what it actually is. So I'm setting the alarm. Let's see. I also need to have this. Here's where you're setting it, and here's where you're saying this is what happens when the time actually comes. So here, I don't think this has to be a number. So I think what we can do is we can set this alarm countdown to be, let's see, where did I put that variable? This delay variable. I think. I mean, it doesn't really matter because you can see I've made them the exact same here. But let's try to put this in here and see if it rejects it. Seems to be okay with it. Okay. So when the alarm goes off, we want a block to show up. Whoops. Trying to think. So I want it to move. And that alarm triggers, I want the Tetris shape to move. This probably makes the most sense for this. Where do I want it to jump to is the question. For any of you guys doing this, just trying to get better at using this tool, learn it. Game Maker language is what runs behind the scenes on all this, and it's pretty intuitive. So if you wanted to, instead of doing a drag and drop style game, I know for a lot of you guys, you have so much more code experience than me, so you feel very comfortable in this. But you can just on your own, just try to start typing commands in and see if it'll work for you. It's like for this one, you can just see all these different things you can do. I don't know. I don't personally know the syntax for how to say jump to point, but this is my ADHD kicking in. But I think you have to be curious like this. You have to know. You have to know. That's what it feels like. I really want to know how I would code it, but anyway, I'll go back to that later. So what point do I want this to jump to? I want it to just jump right in the middle of the room. It's like 265, 42. Is that what I want? I'm not sure. I'll put it in there though. Why not? Well, I guess there's a couple different ways I could do this. Like right now, I'm just saying, hey, immediately appear right here. But you could also use the relative function again. That probably makes the most sense, actually. Yeah. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to say move relative again. And I just want it to jump downward a little bit. So since I want it to jump downward on the y-axis, I don't know, let's say 24 pixels. That's about right. Thank you, Magic 8 Ball. Good. I don't know where the cap of pride is coming from, but I'll take your word for it. Hmm. Just trying to think this through. I think the way this is right now, it won't trigger again. I think I need to have. I think I need to have this same thing right after this. I think. Hmm. But seriously, if you guys aren't doing anything better, I really do encourage you to go to the link down below and get the freebie version of Game Maker Studio 2. I know there's a lot of diehard guys who've been using the old one for a very long time, and they deprecated a lot of functions in this. But for somebody who's not used to the older tool, this has just made it so much more accessible than I ever really imagined. Like, this is something that you could put in most elementary school classrooms. Well, let's say middle school. I don't know. I like to believe in children, but you could put in most schools, and kids could have programming click and it not feel so intimidating. I think that's all I need to do. I think I need to put this here. And that should reset it. It should. So now the fun part of thinking how to implement these little shapes and have them collide the way I want them to. So I was thinking about it earlier, and it clicked with me that in Tetris, you're not dealing with just, like, when you see a shape with multiple little squares, it's not one contiguous piece. You have to think of each one of those as its own entity. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill this in with a Tetris shape. If you notice here, I'm making the image scale and the canvas the same size. And the reason I'm doing this is because I tend to get distracted and forget to properly set collision masks for things. And a lot of times if you don't do that, then you'll end up with all that white space on your canvas being considered part of your collision detection. And that can lead to some very tedious debugging. So that's just the way I try to approach it. Okay. What color should I make this sprite, buddy? Nobody care. Should just make it completely clear. Just ghost Tetris. That'll show 'em. Yeah, why not? So... How do I want it to pick? I guess it's randomly generated. I don't think it just cycles through. I don't think it does. Okay. Now, if this was going to be my only room, it's not, because I'm going to go back when I get a little bit more tired and make the whole little silly intro room. But if this was just one room, then I would probably use the game start. But since I plan to make at least 2 rooms, I'm going to do it on room start. And I think I want to do it like this, getting a random number. No, I don't want to get a random number. I want to, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Randomize. I guess, let's see. You can do... more complicated stuff here. Get more variables going. Piece can be equal to
inhale and exhale.
well, how many different shapes are there? I need to look. I need to look and see how many different shapes there are. That's interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and import this one just because. Sprite all blocks. And if any of you guys are currently watching, you can let me know what you think before I take a guess. I'm gonna import. So when we look at this, we see 7 different blocks. But to me it seems that these 2 would be considered the same, and that, well, or would they? I guess they wouldn't. I mean, I guess they could be. I don't know. I guess I'm just going to say 7 for now. I don't know. I can always go back and change it. If anybody thinks that's dumb, let me know. Okay, where was I? Cianline, I don't know if you're still there, but did you say where you live in the States now? Oh, how do I do that? Random? So to use my little random seed generator, you have to use this variable here and create. I'm just gonna say random 7. And that might be too many, but it seems okay for now. I swear I feel like I'm going crazy. These two are the same, aren't they? I swear they're the same. Because this one's like an S, this one's like a Z, but if you rotate these, I'm telling you, I'm not an artist, but I've got to do this for my sanity. Whoops. Give me a new frame. Alright. So I'm gonna rotate this one. Well, shoot, it's making me do all of them. These are the same. I'm calling it. Changing it to 6. Executive decision here. Okay. Man, I keep losing roulette. Need to quit gambling. It's not worth it. 6. Hmm. So now I need to generate the different pieces. Huh. While I think about this, I'm gonna try to fix this stupid camera again. Okay. How would I stack the different pieces? A little bit better. Have to fix that green screen blur, but whatever. Now we could go. I guess this would still be handled here in our little step event. And inside that, here I would say I would want it to create the instance and then change the sprite. Oops. Right. And one thing that's kind of easy to forget is this little drop down right here. I think in this particular instance this would be fine. I think it would interpret what I intend for it to do. But I think it might make sense to be more specific and tell the game, I want you to change this specific one. So we can do that by saying that we're doing this on that object. And then you see here how it changes what's going on. Now we won't need to do it here because all of our sprites are single frame animation. But sometimes when you're dealing with multiple frame animation, you also need to indicate the speed that the animation is going to be going. But again, we won't need that here. Just something to keep in mind if you're dealing with multi-frame. So, how about we push play and see what this looks like so far? What do you think? Let's give it a shot. I have no idea what it's gonna look like. Oh, what do we have here? Delay not set before reading it. Okay. Fair enough. Delay not set before reading it. Where did I do that? Could just be from here. I think I'm just gonna make this be 30. Because I don't know, I don't want to try to debug it. I feel like these are gonna fall really fast though. Alright, let's see if that fixed it. I don't know. Love pushing play though, see what happens. Look at that, boys. That is a hell of a game right there. And so you just gotta step back in awe at that. So you see what it's doing. Our cup has a hole in it. So our little shape just went all the way through it, and that is not what we want. Not at all. Okay. So let's go back. How do we want to do this? Tetris block. So I'm thinking we can just keep using that. Yeah, we can keep using this same parent wall. Even though it's applying to something else, I think we can keep using it. Yeah. And actually, this is something that I need to get in the habit of doing more, but I'm a little afraid of doing it. Anytime you're going to be making something that's the exact same, you want to just try to duplicate it. And I just did that with Control D. When I was working with Pac-Man, I noticed that the engine really wanted to freeze up when I tried to make duplicates once I hit a certain number. Hmm. Yeah, so at this point, I'm gonna have to do some backseat Googling here. Because I'm sure there are some extremely dirty ways that you could make these shapes generate. Wonder if it's going to stop. Let's see. I might have messed something up. Probably. So it didn't stop, but we'll revisit that in a second. As always, that is a feature. It's not a bug. So this looks interesting. So it looks like we can do a script. Hey, game devs, I don't know if you're still hanging out, but appreciated your help earlier talking about the Pac-Man ghosts, that function. I'm not sure if I can use it in Game Maker, but if you guys are still around later, once I finish Tetris, I was going to see how ambitious I felt and try to do something with those ghosts. So let's make a script, I guess. I've only done this once. It was for like a randomized narration thing I was working on off stream. Okay. So you can just name a script. SCR. So we have a script there. And it looks like what this script will do is create a Tetris block at all the positions that are on top of and directly surrounding the shape. Okay. Really doesn't want me to copy this, so I might be typing out the script. Yeah, if anybody just happens to stop by the stream, they're gonna think I actually know what I'm doing. So I think I just need to put, well, or maybe it's different for script. So I need, now let's execute. Okay, so I guess I can just do it in the execute code. This one is definitely interesting. I mean, it makes sense at a glance. At least I like to think it makes sense. Yeah, you'll see what I'm pulling out of this in just a second. It's nothing too fancy. It's just long. Brackets. Oh, so it's got some of these 32s in it. That reminds me of what we were looking at earlier. Whether it was either 16 or 32. Okay. Let's see if this will actually work. Just need to fix these brackets, I guess. Maybe I don't need multiple 4s. So I wonder what it doesn't like about some of this stuff. Rest. It could be that this is from the old version of Game Maker, and maybe this script is not what it likes anymore. Could be. Oh wait, did I forget a parentheses? Parenthesis. Yep. Yes, I did. Classic. Classic mistakes, man. That's fine. Could have been so much worse, right? I'd rather it be a little parenthesis than something else. So now that we have this, after much pain and suffering, what does it say we should do here? Looks interesting. We can go to our little Tetris block object. And to create it, we gotta have some things going on. All the create event means is this is what is in place as soon as this thing appears. And it will carry over through everything unless you say otherwise. So we want this to destroy. Place yeah, okay. Guess I just need and Tetris shape. Okay. So we're just saying if it runs into it, wherever the X and Y of that is. Okay. That makes sense. If that happens, then I think we just want it to destroy it. So, destroy instance. Yep. Well, this is neat. Okay, so this is... So we don't necessarily just want it to destroy, because if it's not meeting, we need to say what happens, right? So if it's not, then change it into it's block. Yeah, I'm really loving this royalty-free music. It's kind of funny. I uploaded some of the Pac-Man stuff from last night to YouTube, and as soon as it finished uploading, I got something like 68 copyright notices from all the music that had been playing in the background. No more of that. Yeah, I'm using it's called Pretzel Rocks. Pretzel.rocks, which is fitting considering my name. Okay, so we want it to set that sprite. Frame 0 is fine. Cool. Let's see what this looks like. See if it breaks. Let's see if I forgot something. Need to... Wait, what did I forget? Oh, did I forget to assign the script? Probably. Yeah, I think I forgot to put the script in after making it. Whoops. I guess I would just do this as code? Or no, this is on if it collides. So if this collides with, I want to say, I guess it could just be the parent object that I've used here. Yeah. Cool. Hey, Seoul, UK, not to call you out, but are you in the UK? Are you, and if so, are you usually up this late? I'm very much a night owl myself, so just curious. Cute script. I don't think I need to put anything in this argument or target thing. I'm gonna leave it blank for now, and we'll see what happens. But let's see if this will run anything. It's still giving me that thing. And this is in the script itself. It doesn't like this instance destroy here for some reason. So maybe what I can do is have the script run and do instance destroy outside of it. Probably. Here's to happy little accidents. We'll see what happens. Alright, let's see if this will run. Unknown function. Oh. I'm telling you, these little things right here will kill you. Put an underscore there. There's no underscore. Man. So what that probably means is the destroy instance thing is probably okay as it was.
In a blink of an eye, there you were and took a hold of me. Some would say that I found
Instance underscore destroy. Alright. That's on me. That's just me being inattentive and not having consistency in my names. Hey, welcome back, Mr. Pilot. Well, my friend, we're getting into nitty-gritty here. Wrestle's great. It really is. It's I mentioned earlier when you stepped away that when I uploaded to YouTube from the Pac-Man stream, I got like, I think it was exactly 68 copyright claims. It's not that I'm in trouble or anything, it's just for any portion of my my video that I put up there, they get a portion of any income I make off of it. But this little script I had to track down from somebody much brighter than me to tell the little shapes what to do and change blocks. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was crazy. YouTube was like, you're not in trouble, but we're not going to give you any money. Fair enough, I guess. And see if that fixes it. I've had two separate instances where either a missing parenthesis or an underscore being somewhere when it wasn't supposed to be there has caused me problems. Yeah, Pretzel's great. It really is, and it plays the kind of music that I associate with streams, I guess. For sure. Let's see if this runs. Ah, it's doing it again. Maybe this is case sensitive. I bet it is. I bet it's case sensitive. Maybe that would make too much sense. I think that's what it was. Okay, let's try it now. If this is running okay, then I'll need to start doing the control. Unknown function. Instance, or maybe this just needs to be something different. What game are you playing? There's something about this instance create that it doesn't like. Oh, that's that cool. Yeah, I figured it was that same one. Almost like the instance create is very unhappy. Does it have to be a layer now? It might have to be a layer. I can try it. You know, that's all we can do. We can say think I want to create a layer. I don't know what else I can do. If they don't have the instance create on its own. Let's see what we've got here. Create instance. Yeah, so I guess if you run into any function that just has instance create, you, at least in GameMaker 2, you have to do it as instance create layer. But I also think, since that's the case, I think I need to make it like that. And I'm just modeling it off of the way the drag and drop function looks. So again, if you're trying to do this on your own, don't get intimidated by it. Just kind of follow the clues that it gives you. And I think this is correct. I kind of want to make sure and see if it gives me a suggestion. No, it doesn't. But the only difference would be is if for some reason I was doing a more complicated multi-layer game with different instance layers, then I would need to indicate where it was appearing. I think that would be important. I don't know, say if you were doing one of those games where you're it's not an endless runner, but it's like an endless shooter. It's a Rails game, like if you're on Rails, a Rails shooter. You might need the appearance of different layers to create a sense of depth. Don't really need that on this game. Okay, so now that I figured that out, I should have noticed that, to be quite honest. You can see how in GameMaker, how that turned, I guess that's kind of a gray color, like a grayish blue. But as soon as you put something in that actually works, it actually accepts it. So let's try running it again. And seriously, for all you guys watching, I really appreciate your support. I've been grinding these out just on my own in silence, anyway, for fun. But yeah, really appreciate it. That's interesting. This is the new ladies' underwear logo, in case you were curious. You can see the very stylish pink L, and then the petite and skinny U. Really emphasize that we cater to women of all sizes and shapes. Don't know what caused that. That was crazy. Wow. That was something else. I'll have to look into that later. So now we've got our block, we've got our little wall around it, we've got the little controller that decides when they drop. It does the random generation to show which one they are. So now we just need to control your ability to rotate the blocks and how they drop. This is some game music. Love it. Okay. So we're in Tetris shape because that's what's going to be falling. Maybe I needed to give this a parent. I might have forgotten to do that. Maybe. I don't know if I need to or not. I think I need to. Because it behaves differently. It's not meant to be solid like the other one. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. So let's think about controls. I always use WASD. You could use whatever you want. It just seems to be the easiest for me on a computer. I just don't like the arrow keys because then you end up you're all over on that one side. I feel like a squirrel or something with my mouse and the arrow keys like that. So I can just go ahead and add in I guess you just need A and D because you don't need to, you're only rotating, you're only saying rotate left 90 degrees, rotate left, rotate right, rotate right. I guess you only need A and D here. Makes sense. And what we want the piece to do... We want it to kind of move, I guess. It's similar to how when it appears. So what I'm thinking about here is how to handle when the piece gets like right up next to the wall, if you still should be able to rotate it. I think that's probably the best way to do it. Question is, which one would I use? An instance intersects another instance. I guess I can check the not there, so that can mean if this isn't intersecting anything. I think that's what I want. I don't know if that fully captures what I'm trying to say. It's close. It's pretty close. Close. Want it to jump. Okay. Let's say I guess I only want it to move. Okay, yeah. I don't know what I'm thinking. I was forgetting that this isn't rotating it. This is just moving it left to right. And then I guess I can make like S be the rotate button. No. Or I can make a click. Mouse click. We'll see. 0. That's D, so I want this to be plus 30. That was a speed run of speedrunners, my friend. Do I? I'm telling you, man, it's this damn camera lighting. That does not help at all. I mean, not to mention, just it's been a long week and I'm old, relatively. Certainly doesn't help. Any object. Wait. Don't worry, I'll find my energy again. I know it's in here somewhere. I think I look tired when I'm thinking, you know, when I'm... Really adds up. Negative 30. That's just saying I want it to code my energy. All right. Variable rockzom mega energy. How about that? That'll work. This from Mario? I guess it's not, but this music really reminds me of the water level from Mario 64. That's it. I want it to be able to fall faster. Yep. You hold down. I want it to fall faster. So I guess I'll make that S. It'll be my down key. I guess I'll make it key down instead of key press. Very big difference. Key press will only register once. I can do that. I don't know if I look tired. Maybe that's more accurate. This one. If yes. Yes, it is. So here, using those tricky alarm events again. What we're wanting to do is tell the game if you're holding down to make the piece fall faster, but it's not really that straightforward. That seems right. Just making it go quite a bit quicker, I think. Oh yeah, what's up? You're just a maven of modern technology, my friend. Okay, so now we need to deal with rotating the pieces. And I'm gonna have to rely on, once again, somebody smarter than me to do this. I guess this isn't actually a script. This is just some code. Well, that's good. So when you say there's a Steam Plays thing going on, how would I be able to participate in this? What do I have to offer? So I guess I could just make it spacebar. Like if you press spacebar, it rotates. Feels. I think that makes sense. Oh really? Those are like the only hours I can't actually stream. Okay. So this looks like it makes sense. Push spacebar. Gotta change this though. You can see again how it was grayed out. Parent wall. I will say this though, I might try to watch that. It sounds interesting. I want this. Might actually just need to make this left and right and assume that yeah. I'll just assume people have to take their hands off the mouse for a second. Sounds funny. I mean, it sounds like giving an angry, inebriated preschool classroom $50,000 and unleashing them in the middle of New York City. But if nothing else, that'd be interesting. Yes. Make this be D, because this code is what's going to make the object rotate clockwise. Then like another one for A. Are you serious? Well, admittedly, in the current market conditions, it's been kind of hard to lose money lately. Hopefully it stays that way, but who knows? Here, I just need to reverse it. And we just need to change 765 in the positive, huh? Oh. Could be worse. What they should do is try to get into options trading and just make a huge bet. That would be the Twitch thing to do. Roll the dice on medical marijuana or whatever else. So I guess that's just negative. Oh wait, no, I did that wrong. I see now. This is here. Oh yeah. Again, when I hear Twitch, I'm still at the point where I think Twitch chat. Okay. So now we need to make it where a row will be removed. Let's see what this looks like. Alright, so we can move it. And it's kind of hard to tell, but if this was a fully formed piece, you see how it's kind of going clockwise or counterclockwise. I don't know why that's happening, but man, kind of funny. There's something I forgot to do. I'll have to check on it. Well, I have to ask, if you were trading options, is that how you got some of your school money? You hit a big break with some cryptocurrency as well? Options in Bitcoin? This one's actually the script that you have to do. Oh, oil? Okay. Yeah, the script to get the rows cleared is actually pretty elaborate, but I guess that makes sense considering what you're asking it to do. So let's pull this in here. Okay, so let's just change some of these because this isn't a wall. Actually, Okay. Just checking some of these sprite values, trying to figure out why, what is in the code that's causing it to overflow like that when it gets down to the bottom. It's kind of strange. Let's see what this looks like. I'm curious. Yeah, so it's something about the way that's colliding. Huh. Okay. Doesn't want to play nice. Make it 32. Trying to get these collision masks correct. Middle, center. This might make it better. I think it's just causing it to snap strangely to the grid. No? Oh, okay. I see. Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. Just want to make sure your collision masks are correctly input there. Pretty sure that was what was causing that issue. I hope anyway. Might not be. Might be another instance of me being dumb. Get in there. Is this what it feels like to play Minecraft? I've never played it, but I feel like I'm on the right track. Oh man. Alright, that makes more sense to me. So now let's check our little control thing. Okay. I don't think my power level is causing a bug. Not worried about that. Ah. I feel like that needs to be 32. Yeah. Because if it's not, then it's going to be jumping. Yeah. Okay. 32. Okay. Let's see if the game breaks now. Okay, so it's falling down. Yeah, if I hold down. What did I do to you, game? Have I offended you? Maybe. I'm angering the ancient video game gods. You dare think you can make me in one evening? I'm gonna try. What did I forget? 32, 32... 32... Something I forgot. Wait. It might be where I've not made this solid. I bet that's it. Let's find out. Okay. Wonder if it's that stupid room speed. That shouldn't have anything to do with it, I wouldn't think. Hmm. Could just be too close to the edge. Maybe. I don't know. Oh, what could it be? What could it be? Maybe it's in this script. 32, 32. All 32. What could it be that is causing it to bleed all over the place? What could it be? It looks like it happens regardless. Okay. Let's try to recreate it. And just go right into it. Yep. Very strange. Huh. I know it's some silly little stupid thing I've just overlooked. What if we change the room animation speed? Oh wait, actually let's leave it the same. Leave it the same, and let's just change it to frames per game frame first, and see if that breaks anything. Yeah. Let's change this to 60. And what could it be? Is it the mask? This one's tricky. What would be causing that to do that? As soon as it collides. I don't think that is messing it up, but I'm gonna delete it anyway, just to be safe. $40. 40, 40. But I'm wondering if it's this rotation code. Maybe. Might be. Come on, roulette. Give me a break. Hmm. This one's very tricky. Could it be? I don't know. I mean, that one seems fine. Okay. That one's just supposed to be wall. Okay. Alright, we're getting there. What could it be? Be causing that? It's causing like a really nasty overflow event. Like it just keeps happening. That is interesting. There's something I've got in here that isn't supposed to be in here. Away fly. This is weird because it should be able to go up against those walls. It's like absolutely no problem. It should be able to go up against them. Okay, wait a minute. I think this is what it is, right here. These cannot be zeros. Because that's causing it not to properly check whether something's to the left or the right. Okay. So this should actually be -32. Yeah, it's always something pretty simple. And I just have to hope that that fixes it. Because if I recall, it seemed to have that same behavior when it hit the bottom. I don't know, this script still might need some argument there, but maybe not. Okay, so that's successfully stopped it from going all the way to the left, all the way to the right. But let's see what happens when it hits the bottom. So it's the bottom part is not cooperating. That's okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and give my move my little controller here. I'm gonna give it a sprite, why not? I feel like that'll help it do what I want it to do a little better. I'll just make it yellow. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Should be fine. Now I just have to figure out why it wants to oh, let's see if this drops the balls the way I want them to. Not the balls, the pieces. That's funny. Oh man. Oh, it's fine on the sides now. For some reason. Ah, so that's why that's happening. So you notice how when I was trying to make it go all the way to the left or the right, it kept having that little bit of space? Because of this. I need to leave that as top left as well. Oops. I don't know why I always want to try to change it to middle center. This one should work. Just for some reason it's not stopping it. It's 32 by 32. It's interesting this is 0 to 31. Almost implying that there's a space. Huh. Maybe. Huh, look at that. It's supposed to be a 32 by 32, my friend. And yet, here we are. Maybe it's the canvas size. Huh. That's very strange. Well, never mind. I'm stupid. 0 counts as 1. What am I thinking? Okay. That's alright. So now we can go all the way up to the edges. That's good. For some reason, when we get to the bottom, oh, what is causing that? Oh well. Interesting. Need to change this. Couldn't hurt. So here I was just changing this collision mask option. It was the same as Sprite, but I'm just going to try it with this to see if it's colliding differently for any reason. If I'm able to get on top of it in time, that's what it looks like. I guess that's something I want to try to avoid. I think the instance creation order really matters. Hmm. Yeah, if you guys have any ideas what I might be missing here, I'm all ears. Maybe it's this instance create layer thing. I don't think so. So this thing hits the ground. I think it's this script right here. Wait a minute. I think this should not be a 0. Oh, I think this shouldn't be a 0. I think it should be true or false. Think. Because I'm trying to say if this block doesn't need it, but maybe 0 is fine. I'm gonna try to run it. I don't think it'll make a difference, really. I guess 0 is fine. What is causing that? Down, down, down everywhere. I know there's something silly I'm missing here. I really think it's this script. There's something in this script that's acting kind of screwy. Maybe Instance Destroy isn't firing. Okay. I'm gonna try taking Instance Destroy out of it. What if I take some of the things out of the script and see if that makes it different? It could. Alright, let's close some of the stuff I'm not using, so using that. Not using that. Using that. That. Okay. So we know we want to destroy in after the script gets executed. Yeah, that's gotta be. It's gotta be something about that script. I think. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. This might be it. Yeah. That's what it is. That's gotta be what it is. So what's been happening, and I guess that also means I can leave destroy instance in here. I've been conjuring a bunch of these Tetris shape objects, which are not solid and are just designed to float downwards through the game until it's time for them to hit something else and be destroyed or change into object Tetris block. So I got to rewrite that really quickly. It's so obvious. It's always the obvious things. That better work. Okay. Let's get this going. See how it looks. Once again, thanks for watching, guys. Any of you who just recently joined. So that collision's good. That collision's good. And we just have to hope when it hits the ground it doesn't explode. Well, that's something at least. Ah. Code error. So we just need to go in and tell the game what this variable is so it knows what to do about it. I think I need to make this on itself. I don't think that matters at all. Well, when in doubt, just try it again. Very curious. So I go down. It's fine on the sides, fine on the sides. Rotates. Cool. And it hits that bottom and it does not like it. Place meeting. Doesn't like that. Maybe there's something I forgot to create. Just got my dad back for what he did to me. Whipped cream in his hand, tickled his nose, so he rubbed the whipped cream on his face. My friend, you're starting a not-so-cold war that will only end in mutually assured destruction. Oh, did I do it again? I keep doing it. I did it again. Jesus, I am Britney Spears. What the hell, man? I'm gonna play a little bit of little Britney Spears while I go to the bathroom in honor of that overlook. All right. I really hope that works. I can't think of anything else. Not bad. So now I don't know if I don't think I put the clear line code in just yet. But yeah. So now I just need to put the clear line code in. We're doing pretty good on time. This is, we're right at 3 hours and very nearly have a functioning Tetris game. I don't know about you, but that really does it for me. I just love the fact that I can take these. It's magic to me. It's like I get to take all these things that were so much fun to consume as a child and then turn around as an adult and be able to make it from scratch in just a matter of hours. There's just nothing like it to me. So I've got the script written. Make sure I don't have any more of those silly typos. Wall. Okay. And can now sign the script. We'll put this on the block. What we'll do is we'll say no, it's actually on the shape because it's the shape that's moving down. So we will say I guess we can just put it all within one. We can just make both these scripts fire at once. We can say to execute script. We want both of these. We want it to do the change block script as well as the clear row script, right? I think that's all we've got to do. Should be. Should be. One thing I'm thinking is how right now it just has single squares. How would I want to draw that? Well, first off, while I'm thinking about how to make it give us different shapes, I'm just going to go ahead and run this really quickly and see if it will let us clear out a room. And hopefully this will clear this row. Maybe not. Could be because there aren't enough in the row for this script. Hmm. Could be just where I drew the outline of the room. Originally I was thinking I needed this to not be all the way at the bottom, but it might be causing some unforeseen thing to be happening. So object wall and object wall. Why would it not be destroying? What is missing? And do you guys see anything jumping out at you? I know we're really getting in the weeds here. I intended for this to be a little bit more simple. I mean, come on, it's Tetris, but even something as simple as Tetris is going to require a little bit of script sometimes. Checking to the left with that negative. Checking to the right. I wonder if something's just missing. This should work. It should. Maybe I have it in the wrong object. So wait a minute. That's what it is. So I need. Okay. Yep, it's trying to execute it on itself, when in actuality, once the shape is landed, it needs to execute it on the solid block. That should do it. Should. Let's find out. Let's see. By the way, I have links allowed in the chat. If any of you guys want to share a background image, I'll make the background for this game a suggested image. Cool, so there you go, it destroyed. So now the script's working as intended. And you have the most basic form of Tetris. I'm gonna check this really quickly. So what I'm doing here real quickly is testing to see how it handles falling into an incomplete row. I think it'll be okay, because the way it's supposed to function is as it's falling, this is still Tetris shape, right? And it's only when it lands, makes contact with either a wall or another object, that it turns into Tetris block. So we'll be able to see that here. So this should just fall straight through, clear the row below it, and then these should all drop down. Tetris. Cool. One thing I guess I should do, because I feel like there need to be some different shapes. And what the hell? I always like to do a good little bit of some easy stuff after I figure out some hard script stuff. So I'll just make room title screen and just make it 640 by 480. Okay. Right now I'm just grabbing a Tetris image for fun. And I'm super old school and definitely not an artist at all. I'm just throwing this in here. I'll just leave that in there too. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't care too much. I'm not doing anything commercial anyway. And I'm gonna change this to, ooh, that's huge. Good old Courier. not bad. Okay, so now I'm going to import this. I'm going to make it same. Okay. Canvas. That's probably redundant, but yeah, need to resize it. So I'm going to scale it to actually be a little bit too big. Alright, that'll work. So now I can go into this new room I made. And since I don't really, well, no, I take that back. Anytime you have to do something like in this one, press space, you need something going on in this room so it knows. And this will also let me append some music to the title screen. So let's go ahead and assign that. I'm just going to tell it to draw itself. Usually seems to work anyway in my experience, but why not draw yourself anyway? Screen. Hate that that's not centered. It's really close. I'll just stretch it a little. Why not? That's fine. That's fine. Let's see, what's another thing we can grab? I can show you guys how to do the music. Pretty simple. Alright, I'm going to pause this other music and make sure that this is what I want. More like where is that? This might be a little loud. That's Tetris theme. That's the one. So another thing to keep in mind, and a fair amount of people don't know this actually, but if you do not use a file type like this, like the OGG file type, and instead you like to use something like an MP3, once you get over a certain threshold, if you ever actually make a complete game and sell it, you are going to be required to pay licensing fees for using MP3 files. So make sure you use OGG, or Again, something similar. Let's see. I'm free to use this if I attribute. Okay. Well, let's look at this license. I will attribute this person. Hey, I don't blame you, man. Hopefully it starts working soon. I know internet is lifeblood. But thanks for hanging out with me. Really appreciate it. You have a good night. D&D, hey, I don't blame you at all. Don't blame you at all. I wonder if I can just put this license stuff tucked away inside notes, maybe. You know, just doing it by the book, right? Oh, the guy's gone, whoever made it, so that's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna grab my little music. I don't know. I don't know how to license stuff. I'm just throwing it in there. So now, gotta find where I downloaded it. Man, this stuff is fun. Creating your own game. Here we go. It's supposed to be. There we go. Good. I'm so sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Gosh, hope that didn't hurt you if you had headphones in. My gosh. I don't know why it always does that. It's like you turn the volume down and then it'll just spontaneously jump. Be as loud as possible. I'm so sorry. Yeah, man, that's a good idea. I will certainly do that at some point. To be honest with you, I was afraid of just getting way too distracted if I was trying to listen to people as well. That's not a bad idea. And again, sorry about that. I don't know why it blasted like that. That was rough. Now I just need to import a sound. I'm going to turn it down. Way down. Interesting. It's not playing. That's fine. Huh. Interesting. It doesn't want to. It doesn't want to create it. Why? And make it compressed. Maybe it's just too big. I mean, it says it can't access it. Should be able to access it. Let's make a copy of you then, if you're going to be difficult. Can't access it. What other process is using it? Is it you, game? Very strange. Okay. Just be... Start playing this again. It's strange. So... being used by another process. What process is using you? So weird. Think what process would be using that? That's so weird. That was quick. What'd you do? Gotcha. This was some really strange error. It wouldn't let me rename the sound for some reason. Now it's working just fine. Very strange. But anyway, what we can do is I'm going to go to my object title screen. Yeah, it sounds like you and your friend both can do some of that cold pizza ASMR we were talking about. So I can say at game start, we want it to play audio. Play that, and we'll loop it. And I'll just make this, well, I want it to be pretty low. Let's say 0.3. That's what I want. Alright, let's pause this music. Title screen, and we want to make it. Press spacebar. You go to next room. No, not the next room. You have to say specifically. To go to room play. Okay. Let's see if this works. Oh, nope. I've got it. Got to start on the right room. Okay. Cool. I want to turn it down just a little bit. Make it 0.1 if it'll let me. Okay. And then we'll just go into game. Press space. Hey, now we're in this room. What do you know? Okay. So just making sure this does what we want it to do. Cool. So I haven't seen any links to a background just yet, so I'm going to track down one. I think your dad and I would get along just fine. I do the same stupid thing, man. So I'm thinking for my little background here, I can do something of a metaphor where it's like we're trying to block what our reality is, but every time we think we get close, every time we work together, we just go back to the start. So this is gonna be my this is gonna be my background for the game. You knew it. uh, oh my goodness. I can't help myself, man. Hmm. Okay. Memetress. Oh man, it's it's Twitch. What can I say? As long as everybody's having a good time. Oh man. I think I'll make these wall blocks look a little bit different over it. I'm over that. Yeah, I've been absolutely attacked by them. It's been horrible. I had so many flies attacking my house that it gave me a video game idea. I posted it in my little thing. If you follow me, I think it should pop up on your feed. It's just swarming season or something. It's horrible. What am I going to do? Oh, yeah. You did? Yeah, that's what I kept thinking about. Oh, whoops. Mm, mm. God, let's get those going again. Oops. Oh, the $136 is just how much of a dent I've been able to make in the principal of my student loans. Everything else is just interest. I haven't had any people donate or anything yet at all. Yeah, the interest is just shocking. Whew. How's that for memes? Donald Trump in the uprights. Thank you. Maybe we can look at it like, the wall keeps trying to be built, but no matter what, in the end, our system of checks and balances comes together. I'm going to turn that down even more. I don't need it for testing purposes. Little black outline, and then slightly lighter color. Not bad. Not an artist, man. Do the best I can. Oh man. Okay, we want to copy that. Hey, go for it, man. You can just mute me in the background. It's fine. I won't cry. Free love, man. Free stream love. Scared to duplicate this, but I'm going to anyway. Kind of afraid to start messing with the sprites here. I'm going to anyway. I want it to look a little bit better. Shape 1. That's fine. That's fine, man. Not a problem. That should be fine. Okay. As for these walls, make that look just a little bit better. Oh, hey guys, I see some more viewers in the chat. I'll just go ahead and show you really quick what we've got going here. Nobody suggested a background for me, so I went ahead and chose one of my own. I assure you this is not a political statement. So we got our little Tetris game. All in all, I'm pretty happy with it so far. I mean, considering we started around 8 o'clock, so came together pretty well. So, space. And we load into the game. And I don't have the different shapes coded in yet, but that's fine. The way I usually operate is I try to scare people off, and if I do scare people off, then that usually ends up meaning that we weren't going to get along anyway. Not in a mean way by any means, don't get me wrong. It's more in a guy from the South kind of way. With you being from Georgia, I'm sure you know what I mean. You know, the funny thing is, I didn't even, it must have been my subconscious, I wasn't even thinking about the whole Russia connection when I was doing Tetris consciously, so thanks subconscious, I appreciate it. Now I acknowledge the lurkers. When I see a lurker come in, I challenge them to a duel, assuming they have enough points. Like, you have to follow first, but there we go, on guard. How far you've come, my son. Going again. I think just about anybody that's in here right now is already followed. I consider them executive lurkers. Oh, look at me pretending to be an artist. Haha. What a joke. Oh, that's not what I wanted. That's close enough. That'll do. all I have to say about that. Okay. So now I guess the question is, how do I make blocks appear in different shapes? I'm gonna take out this restart room. It was just for testing. Randomized seed. If it doesn't exist, I guess, well, no, I don't want to do it by image frame. Because I want to create at once multiple instances of it. So I think this is where my little random thing comes in. Where I would want to say, like, if random is this, then create instances here. I think. I mean, I can test it. And say if it doesn't exist, and if let's say if random. Hey, Xianlan, welcome back. What have you been up to? I wasn't sure if you were still around earlier. I asked what where you're at in the U.S. now, having left the Netherlands. Let's see, if this doesn't exist, then so this is like an and if. Oops, it's putting it down here. I don't know why it does that. Hope you guys can see this. I know I keep changing it. Hey, Game Devs Quest, man. I don't know if you got to see. I'll play it for you really quick. But in about 4 hours, I've got a functioning. What is it? The Scrub stream. Yeah, man, that's me. I've got a Tetris game working, and I didn't mean to. It was more just a joke, but I inadvertently made this a political statement. I didn't mean to, but I asked. Oh, Utah? Well, I'm in Tennessee. I was out in Utah back around Thanksgiving. I work from home, but that's where my team is based, actually. But yeah, I asked chat for a background, and nobody offered me anything. So I was thinking, what involves walls and stacking up high walls and such, and that's how I ended up with this. So interpret it however you want. You know, Tetris is a Russian game, but I swear to God I wasn't thinking of it that way. I got an idea. There's no room for error, though. Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Bum 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 dun 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 dun. Bum 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 bum. Da 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 da. Yeah, man, it's got